Hello, this is Not a Spring Chicken. Sometimes when you're out at the beach, you get a little inspired by what you see going on around you, so... Oh! Oh yeah, we are here at the beach. Anyway, we'll bring Oldecam on for comments on the headlines of today. Qantas jet makes emergency landing in Sydney.
And this is the fourth Qantas that's had problems in the last few weeks now.
Iraq appeals to doctors who fled violence to return to their jobs.
It's not likely to happen. They're making too much money elsewhere.
Tropical storm Eduardo?
Yeah, that's right. Eduardo.
Okay. Eduardo gained speed over Gulf preparations.
Yeah, and it's dumped, like just a little while ago, like 6 inches of water on Texas so far.
Taped encounters put the heat on NYPD violent arrest.
Yeah, because, they're now getting taped doing all the things they shouldn't be doing. Because they're going to get let off anyway. What's the difference?
Pelosi pushes Texas lawmaker as Obama running mate.
That's basically because he's from George Bush's district, and they're wanting to rub it into Bush.
I thought they wanted to win the election.
Well, they figure. Okay, no, they've already won the election. I mean, Michelle Obama is talking now about what it's like to be the first wife.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess I missed that one. Skip Carey, the longtime voice of the Atlanta Braves, dies at 68.
I know. I mean, I thought that he was a lot younger than that. His father died a year or so ago, and I thought he was considerably younger. But that's the grandchildren that I've been seeing, not the son.
Attackers kill 16 police at Chinese border post.
At least that's what the Chinese are trying to make. That's part of the reason for cracking down on the at these Olympic Games is the violence that's happening that nobody actually can see.
Oh yeah. McDonald's test changes in $1 burger as costs rise.
Well, yeah. Okay. The way I understand it, there's not a problem with the cost because all the other fast food restaurants are going backwards with their menus to get more people in. The problem is that the dollar menu in some spots is too close to the next burger up, and they're not buying the next burger up, so they want to make it cost prohibitive to use the dollar menu, so you'll go into the higher burgers. It's all about making more money than they're already making.
But didn't people come in because of the dollar burger and then they get auxiliary items?
They don't care now.
Huh. Kin search among dead from Indian temple stampede.
I know. I can't see killing yourself to get in and out of a church. That's ridiculous.
Well, I guess there are some cults though.
Yeah.
Bush heads to Asia for diplomacy and sports.
Yeah, there's little diplomacy because the Democrats are demanding that he make a speech everywhere he goes on human rights, which, folks, human rights did not exist until Jimmy Carter became president, and then he created the term human rights.
Oh, really?
That's right.
I didn't know that one. Solzhenitsyn broke taboos, shook the Soviet Empire.
Solzhenitsyn.
Oh, okay, excuse me.
Basically, he spent a lot of time in jail for promoting things that they didn't approve of.
Helicopters to attempt rescue of climber on K2.
I know. Basically, I think that they should stay off where they're going to have to continually have people bring them down. I mean, that's asinine.
Fed likely to hold rates steady amid cross currents.
Yeah, it's because they've already screwed the economy, so raising the rates isn't going to make it any worse anyway. So.
Fatah activists from Gaza to be sent to West Bank.
Yeah, that's what you want to do. They're sending them to where the trouble is.
Obama makes bid in 7 longtime Republican states.
No matter what the Democrats are saying, there is not. I would have a better chance becoming the head of the NAACP than Mr. Obama will of winning those 7 southern states.
Well, you can always say you're making the bid.
No, but they've already said that they've taken them.
Oh!
That is the latest. I heard that a little while ago, that they have already put 7 southern states in the win column for Obama, despite the fact that Mr. Obama now is behind in the polls in a lot of states now.
Well, as Dick Morris would say, this election is Obama versus Obama.
That's right.
AP Impact, Seoul probes civilian massacres by the U.S.
No, it's just okay. The press wants to have us guilty all the time of everything that they possibly can think of. This is old news. Everybody knew it. I mean, my father knew about it when he was in the military. So
Same thing?
they knew about this stuff. I mean, this was on the news 50, almost 60 years ago. It was on the news. Reporters covered it to death then.
Well, sometimes things change and sometimes they don't.
Well, they need a story. So you dig up something from the past.
Al-Qaeda explosives expert wanted by U.S. killed.
Yeah, and they all get killed eventually, so it's not really a smart thing to be a terrorist.
Rich. Listen.
Right.
Well, they have their different code.
Yeah. Their amendment says, "Thou shalt commit suicide."
Oh, is that what it says?
Yeah.
Rich beginning to feel the pain in the down economy.
Well, yeah. I mean, we did a thing about the wealthy. I mean, they give a second look to those $5,000 pair of
alligator boots or something?
boots before they buy them. They still buy them, but at least they no longer.
They think about it overnight.
That's right.
Poll, McCain's attack strategy paying dividends.
It's basically he lets Obama and put Obama's foot in Obama's mouth. Then he simply tells everybody where Obama's foot is at.
Obama says, give Florida. Wait a minute, isn't that like you give them enough?
Give them enough rope and they'll hang themselves.
That's right. Obama says, give Florida and Michigan delegates full vote.
Yeah. Now, I mean, he's trying to. Florida's a southern state that he says is firmly in his camp now because he has so much to give them. Well, he denied them. Okay, if Hillary had the votes from Florida and Michigan, Hillary would be the nominee, not him.
Well, wait a minute. So if he gives them the full vote now, then
that's the whole rub. They can get the full vote as long as they vote for him. If they don't vote for Obama, they don't get the full vote.
Well, go figure, right?
That's right.
It still amounts to the same thing. Democratic platform embraces Obama's change theme.
There's no change in it. Everything he wants to do is standard policy for the Democratic Party. I mean, you can go back for the last 30 years and see it's the same.
Oil prices drop over $4.
Yeah, because we have basically, they put it to the point where people are not going shopping and they're not going to amusement parks and things like that. And basically that's where the drop in the purchase of petroleum is coming from, is they're saving the money to go shopping and work.
Abbott faces more litigation over AIDS drug.
Yeah, I thought that was amazing, considering they're also getting ready to spend more money to buy other companies.
Campaign spar over drilling as leadership issue.
Yeah, the Democrats have really stuck
Ooh, this
their
is
foot in
a
it now.
sticky one.
Yeah, I mean, over on ABC, George Stephanopoulos is about as left-wing suck-up as you can get. And he was getting sort of pissed off on ABC News when Nancy Pelosi would, why won't you just let them vote and get it over with? And she said, well, they've had an opportunity to speak. And he said, why don't you let them vote? They've had an opportunity to speak. Why don't you let them vote? They've had an opportunity to speak. And he said, well, if they included, all the provisions you want for alternative energy, would you let them have? They've had an opportunity, I mean, they are so far on the wrong side. Okay, 70% of the people now want drilling, and 55% of the Democrats now want drilling.
Well, I guess if they don't allow them to vote, then they won't be on record.
They don't want to be on record as saying no.
IOC being grilled on internet censorship.
Yeah, and their response was that you should bow down to the old form Chairman Mao, the fact that you're even being allowed to come in here into beautiful China and see their democracy at work.
The Mummy, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor, replaced the Dark Knight in the top spot.
I know. I mean, I checked the things, the thing. Basically, the Dark Knight only won one day over the weekend, and the other 2 days went to the Mummy. But the Mummy, this movie still finished $3 million less than Mummy 1, but it's almost broke even already, which means they're very pleased.
A Monty Bubbleism from the Mark Twain of the Animal Kingdom.
It's all right to have fun at what you do.